Hi, this is Joel from Soen, and you are listening to this on metalmemesmx.
What's going on, everybody? Today I'm here joined by none other than the frontman from the band Soen, which is an amazing band. How are you doing today, Joel? It's such an honor for me to interview you today.
Well, thank you. Nice to be here. Yeah, I'm doing great. It's closing into Latin America, so I'm excited. Yeah.
Great, great. There's two fun facts about this interview. This is the first time I interview the same band twice. I mean, I've done a lot of interviews, and this is the second time I interview Soen. Last time I had the pleasure to interview Cody, and today I'm interviewing you. So that's really nice. And the second fun fact is that Soen it's one of the best bands I've ever seen live. Like I like very much your songs. I'm very inclined to the melodic parts of music, of metal, of rock, and all of this. So Soen it's really nice. And Soen it's also one of these bands that you see live and you're like, oh damn! Like I remember watching you guys here in my hometown of León, Guanajuato at Foro Par Uno,
Mm.
and it was a really nice concert. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, no worries. So since you've been in Mexico before, I wanted to ask you what's been your favorite moment or memory here in this country?
Um, well, in terms of live experiences, it's always, Mexico City is, of course, it's what it is. It's the coolest city in the world, you know,
Oh,
because
you
it's
think? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I wish I had more time you know, to basically have a vacation there, because
Oh,
we
yeah.
we work, so we don't have much time to do other stuff. But it's just a huge pleasure being there. Um, and of course, we have a great crowd there. Then it has been very, it's a bit of a privilege we have had to be able to go to the other places in Mexico, uh, and 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 it's great to revisit, to go to Guadalajara, Monterrey, and to see these other, parts of Mexico. It's cool.
Yeah, of course.
My favorite part is the chilaquiles for breakfast, because
Ah, yeah.
in Sweden, we kind of, we eat oat porridge and sandwiches. Uh, so you go there and you have a different thing, and I like that.
Oh, yes. Actually, I really like chilaquiles as well, so I think it's the morning here in Mexico, so I might as well have that for breakfast later today.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because you said it, because I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
It reminded you, like, okay, yeah.
Oh, yes. And yeah, Mexico City, it's a very interesting place, chaotic, artistic. You never know how much are you going to be inside the car if you go from one place to another, but it's a really
Uh,
cool place.
yeah. I've seen the traffic there too. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. So I know you've seen the metal and rock fans here in Mexico, and I know you have experienced this in firsthand. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think are the differences between this public from Mexico or Latin America and the public in Europe, for example?
Well, I mean, of course, it's hands down the energy level, or the devotion. Uh, the European audience is much more reserved, and and in Mexico they go wild. And I can honestly say there cannot be any artist in the world that doesn't love that. That's exactly what you want. You want a crowd that gives everything, and they bring you up. They give you the energy to deliver a great performance. So it's exactly what you need, when you go on stage. You need that, to get that push and that energy and that vibe, and it's magic. It's you create a concert together with the audience. The band and the audience together makes the experience, and it's just in Mexico, it just happens, thanks to a lot of thanks to this great energy. In Europe, you have to, if you have a bad day, you don't know if you're gonna pull it off, get the energy levels, because sometimes you don't get that help from the audience.
Yeah, of course, of course. And actually, I've also been talking about this with other guests here in the channel. That this energy you're talking about, I think it's something every musician should want because I think it can push you to another level. But I've also seen people get very overwhelmed with this. Like I don't know, bands that have never come to Mexico, they play and I can almost see them on the stage like, oh, like what's going on here? This is something I've never experienced in my life, or like I don't know. I've seen people getting like a little bit overwhelmed about this. So it's really cool that you take this and make it your own and use it to be better. Like that's really amazing.
And of course, yeah, the first time it happens, it's a shock. If you come from Europe and you go straight to Mexico and then get started, it takes some time to adjust. But now I'm just I know what I can expect, and I'm really hoping for it. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's fantastic.
Nice, nice. That's great. That's great. So this is my last question. I don't want to take a lot of time of you. And this is a question I always ask. It can be the answer can be whatever you want. It can be I don't know. So the question is, what's the craziest or most bizarre thing that you have experienced on the music road? Maybe it can be while you're playing music. Maybe it can be while you are on a bus in a tour or something. Or maybe it can be while you're watching another band. Maybe it can be while you're eating at a restaurant with your bandmates. I don't know.
This is very hard to come up with these, stories when, just like that, because it happens all the time, and it's just about someone should write them down. I would say, just from the top of my head, one thing that happened, not that long ago was at a border. I won't specify too much, but at a border once, uh, the our bus driver couldn't continue because they said, okay, he has murdered someone, so
What?
he's not allowed to drive the bus anymore. We're gonna take him, into custody.
Oh shit.
We were like, oh fuck, like he seemed like a nice guy. Stuff like that happens all the time, just weird things.
Where was
Uh,
this?
it was on your side of the
Oh.
ocean.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought that
I
you was
won't
going to say
specify
in
too much.
Mexico and I was like, oh damn.
No, not in Mexico.
Oh,
No.
okay. Oh, that's crazy. Actually, that's the first time someone ever told me uh like a murder story. Like, I mean, you're not talking specifically about the murder, but the fact that the guy that was driving the bus got arrested because of that, it's a crazy thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. Sometimes you just wish, you know, that nothing happens. You're just like, okay, let's have a tour where there's no great things happening, just calm. But it never happens. It's always that it's the beauty of it. Touring is
Yeah, of
very
course.
chaotic, and it's crazy. It happens so much that is unexpected, but
Yeah, yeah. You meet so
beautiful.
much people and you travel to so many places that it's impossible that it can be calm every time. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that was really fun for me. I don't know if you want to add anything else before I let you go.
I mean, I'm just excited. It's gonna be great to come over to Mexico and play. It's I'm looking forward to this. It's very cold here right now in Sweden. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
want.
Yeah, here it's not so cold. I mean, it's a little bit cold, but not like Sweden,
Yeah,
for
not like
example.
here, right?
Yeah, no, nothing like that. Well,
Mm.
thank you so very much, Joel. It was a pleasure. So, and it's a great band. Don't miss them live here in Mexico. A lot of different days in different cities here in Mexico. So thank you so very much for your time. And again, don't miss Soen live here in Mexico.
Thank you very much.